Hello, hello. Welcome back to the Money Hungry Mama podcast. I'm so excited because I have Alesha here today. Alesha, take it away.
Hello. Thank you for having me. Excited to be here.
I am so excited to have you. So, Alesha, tell us a little bit about yourself and your business.
So, I'm an online health and fitness coach. I work with women. I help them basically dish the diet, lose the weight, because most of us grew up with diet culture and calorie counting and point counting and very strict. I ditched all of that. I grew up with an eating disorder. I grew up with body dysmorphia. So, I became more balanced myself, but it took me years to get there. Now I help women do the same, live a more balanced lifestyle without the strict calorie counting, the strict dieting. Because at the end of the day, I never understood why people would always separate health from weight loss. It's all in the same. So when your gut is healthy, your hormones are balanced, you're feeling good, looking good, your weight is going to be what it's supposed to be.
Love that. My gosh. And isn't that such a hard trying to balance your hormones and your gut and all the things?
Yes, I went through my own journey. I had severe food allergies growing up, but back
Wow.
then, nobody knew what a food allergy was. So the doctors were like, you have anxiety, IBS, all the things. And then in college, it got worse because in college, you're drinking a lot, you're eating all the shit.
Yeah.
I just felt worse. After college, I started working for a nutritionist and he put me on an elimination diet. I found out that I was severely allergic to gluten and dairy. Once of those things, I felt so much better. But then I had a lot of side of leaky gut, for instance, from all of the stuff that we grew up with. Like I was living off Pepto Bismol and Advil and this and the foods that were inflaming me. So my gut was a mess. So I had to heal my gut in order to start feeling better. And I had high cortisol issues because I was working out 7 days a week, doing crazy amount of cardio. It was insane. So I ran myself through the ringer, and it was wild. I ended up doing my master's in nutrition because I was so passionate about healing myself. And I'm like, well, if I feel like this, there must be other people that feel like this.
Hmm.
My master's, I finished that and I started nutrition practice and I loved it. But I'm also very active and I grew up as an athlete playing sports and everything. And I can't sit all day long. And I also need to be a personal trainer or something. So I went for my personal training cert, opened an all women studio where I did fitness, I did group classes, personal training, nutrition, had that for 6 years. Before that, I had a nutrition practice. I closed the fitness studio after COVID and I moved online and I honestly love it.
Wow. Okay. Okay. All the things, all the things. So, you started in person and pivoted to online. So, how does it look different from your business in person versus online? What are you doing differently?
Online, it's a lot more comprehensive. People think that online, it's like, oh, I don't have the accountability. You have more accountability, I feel, when I'm online with you because I can check in with you. Do your food. So when I personal train or teach classes, I only see you for that hour.
Hmm.
I have no idea what you're doing for 23 other hours a day. With online coaching, I every single week give you a breakdown of I give you a screen recording of your food. So you log your food and I screen record and give you feedback of how we need to tweak, work, whatever. I teach everyone my balanced plate method because it's way different than my plate. And then from there, I customize workouts for you and I put them into your calendar. So I know whether or not you did your workout because it shows me if you completed it or not. You can do it from the gym, you could do it from home. I 80% of my clients do their workouts from home and about 20% do them from the gym. So it's very customizable. You'll get results either way. But I love the online because I can target everyone. It doesn't have to just be local. So I have clients in California and I have clients everywhere. So I really enjoy it.
That is fun. Okay. So, explain a little bit about how it's like working with you.
When you sign up with me, you download an app. I do everything inside an app and make it super easy and simple. And within that app, like I said, you start logging your food.
Hmm.
It integrates into my app. You have a calendar. You'll see your workouts when I put them in. You'll
Okay.
have tasks to do. They pop up on your schedule. So whether that's update your metrics, do your body fat, progress photos, intake form, everything's on the home screen. So it's super simple. And then we have a one-to-one chat as well, where I check in with my clients daily. I just say voice note, how are you? What's going on? What do you need support with? And then every 7 days, they get the same check-in questions. It's a form because it gives me more of a micro view of how their week went with their nutrition, their fitness. Are they on their period? Are they bloated? All of it. Because at the end of the day, I'm not just a generic fitness coach. I don't do cookie
Mhm.
cutter. I don't do cookie cutter nutrition. I'm not giving you macros and calling it a day. It's more comprehensive than that. And I have a 3-step process called the Glow Reset, where first we stabilize your blood sugar. Second, we stabilize your hormone. Third, we go into the movement. A lot of people think they're eating healthy, but unfortunately, food can be your necessary evil as well. So it could be inflaming you or messing with your hormones. And then people also are working out and not seeing body composition changes because they're either doing random workouts or doing the wrong workouts for their body or their goals. So I customize that as well.
Wow. Okay, so I'm glad that you explained the whole entire thing. So, like, you're literally giving, like, food ideas and workouts and all these things that are tailored per person that you're working with.
Yes.
Oh, dang, girl, that's a lot. I love it. Okay, so it's like literally like when you go to a nutritionist and a trainer and all these different things, you're just like an all-in-one stop.
Yes. I mean, I have the credentials for it, and why not put everything to use and do everything in one? Because without the fitness, the nutrition, you need both. You always
Mhm.
need nutrition and fitness. Nutrition is 80% of the puzzle, but a lot of people are also working out the wrong way.
Okay. All right. I have some questions about this before we move into business questions. You know how your kids have 47 new outfits for summer and you're still rocking the same black tank top from 2019? Yeah, same. That's why I love this summer sponsor. Mauve Shop Boutique, a mom owned shop built by a mama who actually gets it. Trendy, wearable pieces that make you feel like yourself again. And here's the best part, they ship anywhere in the country, so you can fill your cart from the couch after bedtime. Free shipping on orders over $75. And use my code MHM10 because trust me, it feels fast. Mauve Shop Boutique, where you come to feel like you, and as they say, see you in the fitting room. First question I have for you. What is a food that we think is healthy that actually inflames us?
Greek yogurt.
No! Say it ain't so. What do you mean?
Much content on this. I get so much on this. Greek yogurt is not as healthy as people think it is.
Oh my God,
First off,
why?
if you're not eating plain Greek yogurt that's full of sugar, it's inflammatory. So dairy in general messes with women's hormones and digestive. I believe that everyone has
Mhm.
intolerance to gluten and dairy, and I'll tell you why. Our food is not the same it was 20, 30 years ago. And I always "Oh, I'm like, do you have a cow in your backyard?" And they're like, "No." I'm like, "Well, that would be a different conversation." The dairy now is pasteurized. Everything is heated up. Everything's killed. There's no living enzyme, no good bacteria. When you look at it in a microscope, I'm gonna tell you something that's gonna make you want not eat dairy anymore.
Okay.
Dairy in a microscope, you're just looking at phlegm. It's mucus. So a lot of people get like sinus issues and mucus when they eat a lot of dairy because that's really all it is. Our bodies don't know what to do with it. It can't break it down properly. And it's not the lactose. People think they're lactose intolerant. Most people are allergic to the casein, which is the protein within dairy. So when you go and you buy milk that is lactose free, a lot of people still have issues because it's not the lactose, it's not the sugar in the dairy, it's the protein. And then same thing with gluten. If you look on wheat bread, I don't know, wheat might be the last ingredient, but wheat is genetically modified now. It's not even in its real whole form. So it's not like back in the day where our ancestors were out cultivating and getting
Yeah.
their yard and milling it. Like, it's not like that anymore. And our bodies are not so far, I believe, are not so far off from hunter-gatherer days. And all this man-made crap is not good for our bodies. When artificial sweeteners, don't get me started with that. I did a thesis on that. Stay away from all that. But when artificial sweeteners and fast food and processed food came in, like everyone started getting obese because our bodies weren't designed to process and handle all of this stuff. Like, I don't even use a microwave. I don't use an air fryer. I won't use anything that's man-made because, like, I don't trust it.
Wow. Oh my gosh. You would die in my house.
I would die to lose it.
Oh my gosh. No, like, wait, I can't. So Greek yogurt, bad. This is like a false lie I've been living under my whole entire life. Okay. So I just started liking it. I'm not even kidding. Maybe like a year and a half ago because I was like, oh, it's healthy. Like I need to like be healthier with this. Okay, cool. So wasted my time. And then what is okay, you said too that when we're doing workouts and things, we don't always do them correctly. What is one workout you see people constantly do wrong?
God. A movement or workout in general?
Either.
I just think people do too much cardio.
Okay.
Like, the spin classes, and no, shout out to everyone who does spin. The spin classes, the crazy cardio classes, the crazy high intense classes.
Mhm.
Those are not going to help you build muscle like people think. When you look at a long distance runner compared to a sprinter, their bodies are very different. Why? Because when you do short bursts and sprinting, but like also weightlifting, like the sprinter's obviously not just running, right? They're
Mhm.
obviously weightlifting and all the things, but you have the long distance runner who's emaciated and can't hold on to muscle, right? Like two different body types. I want the sprint body. And a sprinter body is more circuit training, conditioning, right? Short bursts of things. It's not a full class of 45 minutes, like high intense cardio or doing spin class or anything like that. You have to mix it. So, like, my type of workouts are strength and conditioning, where there's circuit training. I'll make you do 20 squat jumps, 10 push ups, and maybe like 10 barbell row. Well, if you work out from home, just 10 dumbbell rows, like a circuit. And then you go 3 times around and your heart rate's up, down, up, down. And then you go to the next circuit. When your heart rate is up, down for 45 minutes, you go into fat burning mode. That is the best type because when you are just doing like cardio, like aerobic exercise doesn't really get you into that fat burning mode, and aerobic does. So you want to be more when you work out.
Wow. Okay. So I also have a theory.
I
And
love
it
it.
happened after coming back from Disney. So I was getting PT at the time. And I remember I was like laying down and we had just got back from Disney. And at Disney, you're doing like 10,000 steps a day at least. And she was like, Brittany, you literally lost inches in the 5 days that you've been gone. And I was like, really? And she's like, no, seriously. And she goes, where were you? And I was like, Disney. She goes, oh, that's why. And in my mind, that really sat with me for so long, and I truly believe because remember, we used to migrate, we would walk, we would have to do these things, that our bodies really genuinely just need walking in order to be super healthy. Like, I don't think we need to do all these crazy, lift 100 pounds. Like, yes, you can lift your babies because people, when they migrated, they had their backpacks and their materials and their tents and things with them. So for sure that can count as lifting, like wearing just like a weighted vest and walking. You know what I mean? Like
I think
I
people
believe
underestimate
in
simple
that
shit.
concept. What'd you say?
People underestimate simple shit. I'm the most
Yeah.
simple person there is. Like, I don't do anything crazy. Like, they're like, what do you eat? I'm like, I eat the same shit every day. I do my workouts. I drink my water. I get my steps in. I get some sun and I sleep. It's really not that severe. Like, people, oh, what do you think about vibrational plates? And that I'm like, no, 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 no. Like,
Yeah.
I caveman, like, go back to those days. Walking is amazing.
Mhm.
Get your steps in. But I will say it won't tone you up. So walking will help you lose the weight, but it will not tone you up. You need weights. Weight training as we get older, especially for women, so important because of osteoporosis, right? And we just get bone loss after 35, our bone densities. Weightlifting is so important. Walking is so important. We don't need anything crazy. And you can work out from home. Everyone's like, what do I need from home? I'm like, dumbbells. That's it.
Yeah.
You have dumbbells and a booty band, and you could do a lot.
It's so funny that we're talking right now. I have 3 kids, obviously, and guys, I'm gonna be so real. We know I'm so real on here, and it can get so embarrassing sometimes. But I have not, like, truly worked out since this year again. Like I was trying to find my groove. And yes, I know that we could do things from home, but I'm gonna tell you, I haven't. In the past 9 years of being mom, never once was I able to stick with an out home workout of like trying things. You know what I mean? And I also feel like for me, there's a part of me that gets excited at the thought of being able to escape to the gym. I know, crazy, crazy, but it's like, let me get out of the house for a minute. So I just signed up for Sweat 440 and now I'm petrified of what you're going to say about it.
Oh, no, I used to be an instructor there.
Okay, so it's good. All right, guys, I picked a good one. I'm super pumped because I literally don't know what to do, but I had messaged with them and talked with them, and they were so sweet, so kind on Instagram. And they said, because I have a really bad back, and they were like, we'll definitely be able to like work with all that stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm really excited about that.
That's great. Do what works for you. That's what I always say, like, if that's gonna get you moving, do it.
Super, super. That's so funny that you work there.
I used to, yeah, I mean, I don't anymore, but I used to.
But no, I know, I know. I said used to. Yeah, that's cool. Oh my gosh. It's like amazing hearing all the things that you're saying and that you can do because you're literally just so informative. Like, somebody that is coming to you and is like, okay, and okay, that is my next question. So, like I just said, like I signed up for Sweat 440. Can they come to you and just do packages that don't include the workout if they're going to somewhere else? Or is it like it's like a package with everything?
It's a package. I have clients that do. They will go to a class. I will say when people come to me, I compromise with them. I think classes are great. I'm not saying they're not great, especially for you
Yeah,
to get
yeah.
to get moving. But when someone is doing all the classes and are not seeing the body composition changes or the results, like it's time for a switch up. So you can either keep going your classes 4 days a week and you're not seeing the results, or we can customize it more towards your goals. Classes are great, they're just generic. So that's not going to be customized to you and your goals. So
For
someone
sure.
who wants to lean out or tone up or lose body fat or gain muscle, or everyone's going to have different goals, but there's only one workout that everyone's doing.
Mm.
I always For my program, I always like to have more control. I'm being honest. I like
Love
to take more control over my client, but I do have clients that they do go to classes and then eventually, this isn't overnight. I'm a very big, like, we start very small. I'm big into habits and everything. We'll do 1 day a week of my workout and they can go 2 or 3 at their other, and then we sort of like wean it down.
Love it. I think it's so true too. Like, if you are serious about you have been trying these things and it's not working for you and, all that stuff, then yeah, like 100%. It just is such a smart idea to be able to go to somebody like you that knows exactly like what to do and how to fix them and get that one-on-one attention. You know what I mean? I think it's and I will say, like, as somebody that obviously, my son's about to be 9 and I'm just stepping foot back into a gym, like, it takes time. It takes time to get your footing and figure things out, and honestly, after the whole Greek yoga conversation, I am distraught at online
Most people will
education,
yeah.
and I didn't even like it, and now all of a sudden I was forcing myself to eat this, so that is super upsetting for me, but I think it's really cool that, you're doing all these things and it's a really, really cool business. So now we haven't had this before. Now we're going to switch the business aspect of it. Raise your hand if you're planning a family vacation. Sounds almost as exhausting as the vacation itself. Yeah, me too. That's why I want you to know about the summer sponsor, Wishes Family Travel with Sue. Sue is a Disney earmarked travel agent who plans stress free trips for real families. And she's especially wonderful with young kids and food allergies, so nothing slips through the cracks. Disney World, Disney Cruise Line, all inclusive resorts, even honeymoons. She handles every little detail so you actually get to relax because your time together is precious and it should feel magical, not overwhelming. Adventure is out there, and Sue can help you plan yours. Follow her on Instagram at Wishes Family Travel with Sue. And remember, she's free to use. So you started as a full in business brick and mortar for 6 years. And now you've been doing this basically for 6 years at home. So when you first started your business of switching to online, what would you say? And even now, honestly, I'll just make it, what would you say is your best form of marketing?
Social media.
Yeah.
Social media is really where it's at. just started running ads and doing webinars because I love speaking. I before COVID, I did a lot of speaking things, all over. And then after COVID, I fell out, and then I started getting back into it, where I'd go to companies and do lunch and learns, and I would just do speaking everywhere. I love it. I love educating. So I now want to do like more webinar based stuff to educate people for 90 minutes for them to get a feel of who I am.
Love that. I love it. I love a good webinar. I really do. I always know a pitch is coming at the end, but they usually give some great tidbits and nuggets and all the things. I love it. I love it. I think, what if you are in a business where you are a coach, you have to do things like webinars or email courses or something to show people that, hey, like I actually do know what I'm talking about. And it's not just like a smoke and mirrors, because I truly believe there is so many smoke and mirrors online. It's not even funny. It makes me sick, honestly. And it's so hard because I used to be, and I want everybody to hear this because I know you hear me in different podcasts on different things. And I say, steer away basically from courses. But I want everybody to know I was an avid courser. I was an avid course taker. I loved it. I loved learning all the new things. I have an Etsy course and a Pinterest course. Ask me. I have them all.
I think we all do that though as entrepreneurs.
You love it. You love it. You consume it. The problem that I've had with courses as of late is, and guys, don't come for me. I'll cry. But the problem that I have with courses as of late is it's all either copied material, the same material that you're getting from somebody else, or regurgitated from AI. And it's like, why am I paying for something that you literally copy and pasted from AI?
I know.
And that is the part that I have such a struggle with. But when it comes to webinars, I like those. I like to consume them because it is your face
Yeah.
and you're physically talking to me and teaching me and doing all those things. So that is my take on courses. That's why there's a hate love.
I agree with that. I think that nowadays everyone's so copy paste, copy paste. And for me now, I'm trying to build more of a personal brand just because of like everything in AI.
Mhm.
No one could take that away from me. My story, my philosophies, my opinions, like no
Mhm.
one can come for me. Like I am very opinionated and I have a lot of different opinions than what you hear from like other fitness coaches. So yeah, I think it's important to start building a personal brand, to be honest.
You have to put your face to it. Gone are the days of just like literally carousels of definitions and things. Like you literally have to put your face to it because I think we've all collectively, and I am going to speak for all of us because I know I'm right. We've all been burned by something online. We've all have bought in a $15 whatever and it's garbage or like you know what I mean? We've all been burned by a generic AI copy paste material. And I think that's why it's so important to show who you are and to
Sure.
put your face out there and to, really show people like, especially if you're coming from good intentions. If you're not coming from good intentions, I am probably not the best podcast for you to be listening to. It has to be a place of good intentions and it has to be of wanting to genuinely help. If that is your heart space, then you speaking into a camera is going to work because how could you go wrong? How could you go wrong with being in a genuine sense of wanting to help? You can't.
Yeah. If you look at my Instagram, it's all me.
I
Like
know
literally my face. All I do is want to talk. Like I just don't care. I hate when like people don't show their face or I don't even know what you sound like or look like or anything like that. I'm like, I'm all face. This lighting though, I don't know what's happening right now.
it's okay. I love it. No, you're radiating. You're radiating on the podcast that I just think in general, I think like, in 2026, guys, if this is your first time here, you're very lucky because I say this almost every episode. 2026 is the year of storytelling and in person, like networking and things like that. That's what the trends are for this year. And I think that's why it's so important to sit in front of a camera and just literally talk. I think, I don't know about you, but I know I can speak for all the people that have said it on social media. I think everybody got so tired of seeing perfectionism and
Yeah.
trying to, become something that truly never existed. I don't think anybody that was showing perfectionism ever truly was in perfectionism. And if they were, God bless them, because that is not anything what life truly is. But I just think being you and talking about your struggles and why you became the way you did, like Alicia came right on and was like, I had body dysmorphia. I had this. Being able to come on and accept what you went through because you know it's going to genuinely help somebody else, nothing can beat it. Nothing can beat it.
Agreed. No, I agree. I think people are like missing the human touch.
Yeah.
Everything that's going on, I think that people are craving that authenticity, that human touch. I used to compare myself and get down a very bad headspace and rabbit hole because of
Hmm.
perfect fitness influencers online. And I'm like, this isn't me. This isn't who I am. Like, I don't look like this. And then when TikTok was about to shut down, all the fitness influencers, like, I never did my own workouts. I never did this. I just got a BBL. Like, it was like a whole thing. I
Hmm.
just you that there's so many people that you're probably following or that you see that you're like, "Oh," and I do too, I still do it. The whole life looks so good. But it's just the highlight reel. So on my page, I really try and show like the non-highlight. I share my story and my struggle. Like, I just moved home at 38. So like, because rent in Jersey is wild. And
It's
then
disgusting.
so it
It's
is.
inappropriate.
And so I just like feel just being more real with people, like life is messy and it's not perfect and that's it.
No, 100%. And I think it goes, and I think there's something that, like, I want to talk to this for a second too, because I think so many of us, I'm saying us, because sometimes, guys, I know, and it's so funny because so many people will literally, when they like see my stuff, be like, oh my gosh, like you're just so good at this. Listen, I'm good at it because I want to genuinely help you. That's why I'm good at it. I will sit on the camera and shove the pain and the fear down because I don't want you to make the same mistakes I did. That's like key to number one, don't be me, right? I say that all the time. But it doesn't mean that there's also this little part of me. And there's more of you coming every single day. There's more of you finding me every single day, which is amazing. I am obsessed with our community. I think we're amazing, but I'm also terrified of getting outside of this community. Does that make sense? Like I'm terrified of the judgment and the things from those little trolls that come right in and are just like, oh, but I heard it so good the other day when it was like, somebody said, and oh God, I can't. My heart goes to this girl. She makes soap. And if you guys have seen her, you know who I'm talking about. And my heart, every single time I will like her video, I will watch the whole entire thing through and I will show her support because to deal what she deals with in these messages, because people just have enough hate. I watched her talk about how somebody trolled her and pretended to be Mr. Beast. And Mr. Beast, for everybody that doesn't, everybody has kids on here. You all know who Mr. Beast is. Mr. Beast, like somebody pretended to be him and comment on her video. And she was a massive fan of Mr. Beast. And she was so excited. She came on, she said all this stuff. The video I watched was her apologizing and saying, "Hey guys, I'm so sorry. That was not a real video." And she goes, "And I just want to take a moment for a second because for you to feel the need to come onto my page and to troll me and to hurt me, I need to pray for you. I'm so sorry that whatever happened in your life was so horrible and so hurtful that you feel the need to do this to a stranger on the internet. I'll never understand why you do what you like." This is what was coming out of her mouth. And here I am crying over this girl who literally spoke the truth. Like it's so true. And that never doesn't help the fear. Knowing this doesn't help the fear of getting out there, but it's so true. Like I think everybody I also met this, she was an influencer and she did furniture flipping. Alicia, if you read her comments about the stain color choices that she gets, you would have thought she murdered their firstborn child. I
Right.
I will never understand how you probably get it over Greek yogurt.
Yeah. I really like love haters because it makes my algorithm so much better. I'll be honest. Like, keep hating. I love it. Because when people hate, it's great because then people disagree and then agree and it's like, keep going. Like, hell yeah.
I love that. Okay, that's my new mantra. That's my new mantra. Hate me so my algorithm will kick off. I got it.
Wild. Like, I'm okay with that.
I love it. It's so true though. I think like, you're listening to two of us on here and she has just gotten so good because she hates Greek yogurt that much that she's okay with all of her hate. But, like, I just feel like watching this girl and hearing what she said, and I think it's just such a good combined situation. If you can laugh it off and be like, "Oh my god, you're hating me over, like, Greek yogurt," like, I think that that is fantastic. But for everybody listening, it's not just you. So, like, if you get your first hate comment or something upsets you or whatever, like, I know I'm saying it after I just told you I was petrified, but honestly, we just have to keep telling ourselves, like, they're not paying our bills, they're not helping anybody else, and we just need to pray for them because God knows what happened to them to make them hate people this much. It's honestly sad.
On YouTube videos, someone was like, "Stop doing YouTube and get a nose job or something." And I said, "I really appreciate your comment. I hope you have an amazing day," with a heart. Kill with kindness.
You are so good. Teach us
Because at the end of the
how
day, like, who are you? I don't even know who you are in life. You're probably a low life who can't make a living.
Yeah.
Cool. Which is what if this is the thing that you need to do to make yourself feel better, by all means, like, having a great day. Like, hope the sun shines for you, babe, because
I love that. I love it. And if you guys like could see her, if you're on the YouTube watching her, like she genuinely means what she's saying right now. Like there's no fakeness to this. Like she is like power to you. I'm good. I'm good with this. I
oh, yeah.
love this.
I talk about calorie counting, how I'm like very anti just calorie counting. You have the bros like coming at me. Like I had someone actually repost my video of him talking about my video. I'm like, oh my God, this is so awesome. Like so many followers. And I'm like, sick. I commented, I'm like, thank you so much for the repost. But he was like, this girl doesn't know what she's talking or something. And I'm like, this is great. Thank
Oh my
you.
gosh. I
It's
know what your
giving like
next webinar should be.
more.
I love it. Your next webinar should be how to brush off the haters. Like, people would die to come. I'll come to that. You let me know when that webinar is because I think it's such like I think it's honestly amazing that you're just I envy it so much. Like, I want to get to that point where but I know me, and I'm saying all this stuff, and I want you guys to do it, and we could work on this together. This could be like a joint thing that we do in the free Slack community. We could talk about how we can get over this together. But for me, I feel like the meanest comment I got was that I misspelled something in the caption. Honestly, that was hand to God. That was like the meanest thing that I got. And I was like, delete, delete the post, delete everything. I need to, I need to start over. And I messaged the girl and I apologized. I'm sick. It's sick. There's something wrong with me. I can't.
All mixed up. We're like we're human. I would be like, thank you so much for pointing that out. I'll fix it right now.
Yeah, that was amazing. That was not my response. Also, this was like, I want to say it was like 2 years ago at this point, but I literally, that was the one. That was the one that got me. I just think in general, I think it's such a cool mindset that you have. And I think, all jokes aside, guys, I really do believe that like Alesha's mindset is the mindset we all have to have. Like there's always going to be fear of getting noticed, especially if you've never been before and looking at social media the way it is and watching people rip people apart over Greek yogurt or a furniture flip or the stupidest things, right? And literally some of these comments are they are, who gave him a keyboard?
I've seen really bad ones, but then the day,
Yeah.
like, they're not your people. You don't even
Mhm.
know them. It's you, and at the end, like, you're just helping me grow, like, my algorithm. That's all I think.
Oh,
Like,
I
you're
love that.
literally just the algorithm, and I'm like, thank you.
Love that. Also, like, the block button does exist. So,
The
like, if
block,
something is getting you to
you could delete comments, like,
yeah, yeah, like, if something's truly getting to you, just a little block, just a little block, block, and then that's it.
exactly. Move on. Like,
No,
it's no
100%.
one even looks at them. Like, no one cares. That person cares more than anyone else in the world. So
Yeah, and then usually, honestly, they get the most hate. Like, yes, they'll put a hate comment under you, but usually people attack them for their hate.
but that's the thing. Like, those people are your people. The people that are gonna
Yeah,
support you and stick up for you are people, are your tribe, are your community. The
100%.
rando gamer who has no fucking life that sits in his basement is gonna be the one that's trolling 'cause he's bored. They're bored. These
Yeah,
people are just bored. I don't have time. I don't have time to troll or care. I don't even look. I don't even know what's going on in a lot of other people's shit. Like my friend was like, "You don't know what's going. Like you not see my post?" I'm like, "Bitch, I didn't see the post." Like I have
yeah.
so much going on in my own life. Like I'm not bored. But the last thing
Yeah.
I am is bored. And if you're someone who needs to look at other accounts all day, hobby. Get a hobby, start a business, do something good with the world.
No, 100%. 100%. I think you hit the nail on the head. It was so good. So good. I think, like, especially in your space, like, you are in a tough space for judgment and comments and all the
Very,
things. And
very.
I think, like, I truly, like, I know you are, because I mean, how many influencers have I probably watched through the years that I was like, "Oh, like, I should just listen to them one day." You know what I mean? And I watch them go after each other all the time. And I just think, like, if you're sitting here giving us the permission to be like, "Guys, like, it helps your algorithm. It's like, it's fine. I'm okay doing this." Like, I think it's such a peaceful thought to everybody here that's listening, because we need to hear this, right? We need the raw and the real to know that this stuff exists, but it's okay. And to switch your mindset to being a positive, that's massive. That's huge. So thank you for that.
You can't please everyone, and I don't want to because those aren't my
I
people.
love that.
Like,
I-
if I sit here, well, feel inflaming your gut, don't calorie count, don't anti macro count. Like, macros have a time and place, but I'm not a macro coach. Like, all the things, those people kind of find me because my client specifically does not want to sit and count every calorie and count every macro, and that's just not where they are, and they have bigger problems. They have hormonal issues and gut infl, like, it's not just calorie counting. So I know that I have a lot of controversy because a lot of the industry is about the basics
Sure.
and calories in, calories out, like count, here are some macros. I know a lot of fitness coaches that are cookie cutter, generic. They give you some macros to follow and they're like, here, and you don't hear from them for a month. Like,
Yeah.
that is just what the industry is right now. So for me, being able to, like, have an opinion and vocalize, like, this isn't who I am. This isn't what I do. I'm a very different type of coach and I have a different mindset. Those are the people that I want to attract.
I love it. I love it. Yes, guys, it's attracting the people who are meant to find you. Like, think about the two businesses that we're in right now. Honestly, truly think about it. Like, you are in fitness, and I am in a mix of business. We're going to call it business coaching for the sake of this argument, but different. We are in such a high volume, competitive area.
Yeah.
It's permission. It's permission to be in this competitive area and be who you are, because you're only going to attract who you're meant to attract. Like, that is who it is. There is going to be somebody that literally hears this podcast and hears my voice and is like, no, and will, like, immediately skip. But that is not the person that's meant to hear it. That is not the person who I'm going to resonate with to help change their life. That's not going to be who it is. And I think that this is such a great conversation, because it's so true. It's so true. You just need to don't be anybody else but you, which is 100% how I am always raw and real. Barely even wear makeup on this thing. But that will bring in who you truly speak and resonate with, and who you can truly help, and who you can truly do the good things for. Alesha doesn't have to message her clients every single day. She doesn't. She doesn't. She can literally sell her services by just giving a nutrition plan and a workout plan and a 1 a week check-in. But that's not who she is. And I have this podcast that attracted her because she is helpful. That didn't happen because I wasn't who I was. I attract people who are genuine humans who want to genuinely help other people. And that showed in today's conversation. So, Alesha, thank you for finding this podcast and being a part of it, because it is so
This was
cool to hear. Yeah, it's so cool to hear all of your wisdom, all of your cool tidbits, all of your permission slips for all of us that are terrified. I'm going to keep saying, my friend Melanie, she is on the Money Hungry Mama team, and she always goes, when I get too in my head about posting, or I'm like, oh my God, it's getting too much bit, like, look, people are looking at it. She goes, Silenzio Bruno, like from Luca. And she's like, just tell it to shut up. And, like, that's it. Like, no more talking to it. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, she goes, one day, Brittany, it's going to reach, like, massive. My biggest post ever, guys, this is disgusting. I can't. My biggest post ever was on TikTok with 4.2 million views or something like that. And it was literally a picture and a double chin with words on top. Okay, that was my post, okay? So if that got that much traction and literally nobody paid attention to it, they only paid attention to what I wrote on the thing, we're good. Just keep posting. Just keep posting and silencio Bruno.
Exactly. I completely agree with that.
I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. All right, Alesha, any words of wisdoms for the mamas listening who have a business or are wanting to start one?
Just do it. Start. Don't wait. There's no perfect time. It's going to be messy. You're not going to know what you're doing in the beginning. None of us do. Mm, Do it. Just start it. Get a mentor and just do it. And just start messy and fuck
I love
perfectionism.
I love it. I love it. No, it's so true. It's so true. I mean, guys, 30 side hustles over here until you find the perfect one. I just think, hopefully I'm giving you enough tips to not have to do 30. So here we go. But in general, just don't wait because it's too short. It's too short to wait. And it's much faster when you just go for it and pivot along the way. You have permission to pivot. Alesha, where can our listeners support you?
On Instagram at _Alesha Courtney. That's where I hang out the most in my stories. I post 6 days a week.
Love it.
So, and love DMs. DMs are open. So, have questions or comments or whatever. I love a good DM.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for being here today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. This was a great conversation.